It worked!
What the fuck?
It worked!
Pepper, duct tape, water jug.
I think the Trailer Park Boys would be very proud. If someone asked you to store and maintain their vintage Volkswagen van for 5 years while they are deployed overseas, and in return you are gifted a rusted but complete 1972 Nissan 240Z, would you do it? This bizarre situation happened to my friend Casey, and it seemed like a dream. There was a catch. We only had 24 hours to get to the car because the previous owners had sold their house and were moving to Japan. Each day the car was left behind, the previous owners would be faced with an astronomical fee by the HOA. With no time to waste, we jumped on a plane and headed for Denver. With time of the essence, we got to work pushing the car out of the garage and tearing into the rear end. There was a lot of spare parts in the back, like a door and some interior bits. Also, there were no rear brake lines, so we had to figure out what was going on with that.
I don't know how bad the condition this is or not. Like,
Yeah.
because it has that like rhino liner looking stuff everywhere.
That stuff, dude, I was tapping the floor and that and rust was coming out, so I was kind of...
Dude, the floor pan is definitely not good. We've known about this trip for a week and we figured that'll get us pretty far. Oh, same thing on this side. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
Oh wow, I'm glad we checked. Got a little electric fuel pump, all new sending unit, new fuel tank. Damn. Okay. Oh, Matt's getting excited. You see right there, that thing that's pushing through the floor is the thing that supports the seat. With my fat ass on there, it literally could shake through the floor.
Will you double check the brakes on the front?
Exactly what I'm doing right now.
All right, cool. It's like we know we suck at this.
With the parts list situated for the rear brakes, we turned our attention to the engine, which really didn't need much. We just jumped the battery off on the Ford and it fired up. Oil pressure, fuel gauge, amp meter is working, but our tip gauge is not.
Check the oil. Dipstick.
It's right there. It's on the bottom of the block, right in front of you. Right?
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Brand new oil. Definitely don't have to change the oil.
Well, I'm gonna go grab like a little O'Reilly's toolkit with like a socket set, some wrenches, and we should be good to go.
Hey kids, you need any candy? Thank you!
Well, we've made it, what, 4 miles? No problems? It's a good start. I'll take that.
Idle's a little bit high. We haven't checked oil or brakes or anything. I mean, it works. We're getting coffee in it. We only go to the coffee shop because this girl's really hot. Pedal to the floor. Woo! Oh, shit. So apparently there's an auto store. That's probably it right here. Matt, I'm gonna drop you off here and then park the bus like right there, because that should be the grocery store.
Okay.
Got your wallet? Love you, bye.
Wait, just
Cool.
what a gentleman.
What a nerd.
With our parts, food, and appetite situated, we headed back to work on the 240.
Hey.
So we're gonna have to get aggressive with this, and here's what I'm thinking. This is a weird T-fitting that's glorified on a mount.
Yeah. Take the whole thing off.
And we might as well just go buy a new T-fitting at a 10 by 1.0 grid.
Okay, let's crush it.
All right, I got it. With time running out, Casey and I decided to focus on the brakes while the rest of the team got the interior cleaned up and ready for the road.
Down, up. Okay, now when you press the brakes, can you press them all the way to the floor? Yeah. Okay, not good. All right.
Yeah! Yeah, they're torqued.
No.
They're torqued, I swear to God.
Nope. Not at all.
That's your wheel you put on.
I'm aware, that's why I did. I'm doing this right now. Oh, it's not working. The handles are to get out.
Yeah, it's down here.
Way down there.
It's cool. I feel like my elbow is just like, if we get T-boned, I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
Shit's good. Everything seems to work. There's just no interior lights, which kind of sucks. Oh my God. Brakes went to the floor. Found the subframe.
Off the muffler.
We definitely need to re-bleed these brakes.
Yeah, we need to re-bleed the brakes. Looks like we had a leak right here. Oh yeah. It just squirted out back. Oh yeah, it's not tight. That would make a difference. Leave it up to Matt, not tighten it down.
Hey, come on, man.
Did you do all of them this loose? Pedal to the floor. Up.
Sucking it down.
Whatever, I don't care. It's just the brakes. We're not trying to stop, we're trying to get somewhere.
With our brakes finally working, we decided to leave that night. Our first stop was a hotel 2 hours from where we were. Alright, we just started our convoy. The Volkswagen's in front of us, the Ford F-250's behind us, and I can't see shit. What you see is what I see. All the gauges work, just there's no backlight and I can't see anything. One of the biggest benefits to us driving at night is that we didn't force these cars to endure a lot of traffic. Although we did stop and check fluids and temperatures, everything seemed to be doing well. We just tried our best to maintain a brisk 55 to 60 miles an hour. Alright, we're driving no hands on the wheel, driving with the old knee and foot combo. Cruising at a brisk 55 miles an hour at 2,400 RPM. All our gauges look freaking spectacular. The goo gone that's on my back windshield, we forgot to wipe it off, so I can't see shit at the back of my window. As we drove further into the night, we encountered some hills which slowed the cars down to a crawling 35 to 40 miles an hour. As you might guess, this upset a lot of our companions on the road, but we finally made our 2-hour drive in just under 5 hours. Dang. Although we didn't get a lot of sleep, what we got was well needed. We had to be back in town because some of our friends had to go back to work, so we stayed at this precarious hotel that had some very interesting vehicles parked out back. We stopped at a gas station, topped off the tanks, got some snacks, and we immediately got back on the highway. Everything was going very smooth. We were knocking out the miles, hitting the back roads and the highways, and once we started getting close to Texas, we started exploring these really awesome back roads. It was really cool to see the 240 come into its own on the pavement and in the dirt. I can see how people used to rally these back in the day. It was such a really comfortable and good car to be on the road with. Unfortunately, between the highway driving and the back roads that we were on, I pushed the 240 just a little too far. I'd also gotten separated from the group and I started to freak out. If you like what you saw in this episode, please tune in for the second episode. I put a lot of work into this. This trip was not easy. Big thank you to Casey for buying the plane tickets and organizing this trip. Thank you to Allie and Josue for helping us film everything. You were amazing. Special thanks to my buddy Tyler for helping me go over this edit. And if you haven't hit the like button, please do. A subscribe or a like doesn't cost you anything, but it helps this channel grow exponentially. I really need all the help I can get. Once again, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Stay tuned for the second episode. There's a whole lot more content coming. Thanks, y'all.